All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Top Line. It's your boy Chris, and ladies and gentlemen. First of all, what's going on, man? We hear something in the background. That's the family over there playing some family games while the miss take a break from working. She's been grinding hard while taking her time and taking care of that little bun in the oven. So shout out to the misses over there, man, and the little misses over there. And the medium missus Mister is downstairs doing what he does when he do it. And the baby missus is over there kicking the shit out of her mom in her stomach right now. Anyway, man, what's going on, man? It's Saturday, baby. So first of all, man, I want to talk about something, man. The Dallas Mavericks and the Kyrie Irving situation. That's right, man. The Dallas Mavericks have put it out there that they will not be assisting Kyrie Irving in a sign and trade. To me personally, I'm gonna be honest. I don't understand this move from the Dallas Mavericks because now I get it. Some people be like, "Yo, Luka and Kyrie just need a training camp together." Blah blah blah. But it didn't look good. It didn't look good. And I'm gonna go as far as this: Luka felt like Luka disappeared overall when Kyrie got there. It was no longer. It just felt like he was. We talking about a guy that was in the talk for MVP, and then Kyrie got there and went meow. If I'm Dallas Maverick, I'm looking at the situation like Kyrie or Luka. I don't think you can have them both. I mean, I could be so wrong on this. But I don't think both of them are ball dominant guards. We've seen it. Ask Chris Paul and James Harden how that worked. Ask Westbrook and James Harden how that worked. Ask these teams that try that. And it work. It do not work. You can have like players, but you can't have two ball dominant guys, and that's how they create. Now Kyrie can spot up shoot, right? Kyrie can do that. Kyrie, but him and Luka game is predicated on him being the guy. When you take it, just like with James Harden, when you take James Harden off of Houston, and you give him a situation where he can't just dribble. Did I mention dribble and pass? Or dribbling, I'm sorry, not pass. Dribble and shoot. When you take that element from him, you take a major part of his game. James Harden ain't looked the same since then. He had his moments, he got his assists, but James Harden is James Harden because James Harden can play the style of James Harden basketball. And when I say that, that's the same thing for Kyrie. So this all ties back to why would the Dallas Maverick make it so adamant? We're not assisting with a sign and trade. For one, if there's one person that you would not want to, for lack of better terms, take off, you know what I'm saying? A person that you don't want to make you feel like you're at odds with, it's Kyrie Irving. Especially if you want to keep him. Now, if you don't want to keep him, then by all means. Now, there's an element to this that said that this is Lakers-centric, right? There's an element to this that says that he's doing that. They're doing that because they don't want to help the Lakers. Now, we get it. There's a lot of teams in the NBA that they won't help the Lakers. San Antonio will not help the Lakers. Maybe the Dallas Mavericks. Maybe the Dallas Maverick. They won't help. It's certain teams that just ain't going to help the Lakers. Hey, it is what it is. Hey, that's how I go, man. And maybe that got something to do with it. So maybe but from the way it sounds, they won't be helping Kyrie Irving with no signing trades at all. Which is, to me, that don't make sense because if it's at a point where he can leave anyway, why not try to get something back? Why not? Like, to me, and first of all, Mark Cuban is one of my favorite entrepreneurs. And I follow him, obviously, like we all do on Shark Tank and, his whole, his whole entrepreneurial journey, being a vocal leader, but with guys like Mark Cuban and stuff like that, you can see a little bit of arrogance. Now and I'm not accusing him of nothing. I'm not sure this came directly from him, but the buck stopped with him. So if this is his thing of kind of like this arrogant thing, then you pretty much you gave up your backcourt. You know what I'm saying? You gave up your backcourt, your defensive side of your team, and then Kyrie just walk away, to me, that's not good business. That just don't make sense to me. If he's going to leave anyway, do a sign and trade so you can get something in return. Now, for what reason they don't want to do that, I have no idea. That's not my that's not for me to understand, apparently, because it don't make no sense in no way, shape, form, or fashion. But I think you have to be careful with a Kyrie Irving. When you start drawing those lines in the sand, man. When you start drawing those lines in the sand and saying, I'm not doing this, I'm not going to do that, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that, you can innately send the wrong message to Kyrie Irving. And to me, it comes down to this with the Dallas Mavericks at this point. I get it. I get it and I don't get it, right? Because one part of this, you're saying, you know what? I don't really want to lose Kyrie. I want to keep Kyrie, so I ain't doing the sign and trade, none of that. But why? Because it didn't work. Like it was utter failure. It did not work. Now, if you're gonna tell me that you're gonna get Jason Kidd and Luka and Kyrie Irving in there, and y'all gonna have a training camp and all these things together, and it's just gonna take off. If you're gonna tell me that, I'm gonna say, yeah, I gotta see it to believe it. I just don't know how those two things work. So if you genuinely think this thing can work between these two, then okay, by all means. But now you have the conversation. You have to go to Kyrie. It's simple. It's simple to me. If Kyrie is the guy you want to stick with, you go to him and say, "Here's the max. What you want to do?" As soon as you can. Here's the max. What you want to do? If he's the guy, if you're looking at him as the guy, if he's the person that you're hanging your hat on, that's your decision. I'm not mad at you. But you go and you offer him the max, you get this done. If you want to lollygag and play when he can walk for nothing, cool. Then now you got a whole nother can of worms. A whole nother can of worms on your hand. But how do I feel about the Mavericks doing this? I don't think it's smart. I don't think it's smart. Thank you, baby. I don't think that it's smart for them to even put this out there. This is the problem in the media now. Everything ain't public knowledge. You can keep that to yourself. You don't have to make this story. You don't have to make everyone. Now is everyone talking about, wow, the Dallas Mavericks will not do a sign and trade and da. Why are you putting that out there? Because to Kyrie, it can look like, you know what? They ain't even, man. Listen, I'm trying to. He can feel like he's trying to help. Like, look, y'all took a chance on me. I'm gonna walk, but hey, do a sign and trade so you can get something for me. But I digress, man. But yeah, it look like the Dallas Mavericks are not interested in trading for Kyrie, and do a sign and trade to help Kyrie in any way, shape, form, or fashion, which could cause major problem with that relationship. With that being said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, you guys be great, man.